My name is Mara Ellis. I'm 37, single by choice, and I run a tight ship in logistics for a company that ships everything from sneakers to server racks across 3 continents. I own a small condo with floor-to-ceiling windows, a rescue mutt named Scout who snores like a chainsaw, and zero tolerance for people who think family is a free pass to treat you like garbage. 8 years ago, my parents threw me out of the house I grew up in because I refused to keep handing over my paycheck to cover their bar tabs and bad decisions. My older brother Theo, 21 at the time, stood in the doorway and watched them pack my life into black trash bags. He didn't say a single word to stop it. Not one. That silence cost us both more than either of us could have predicted. The first time Theo reached out after 8 years of radio silence, it wasn't a "Hey, how've you been?" text. It was a grainy hospital bed selfie at 2:14 a.m. Pale face, oxygen tube under his nose, for lines snaking up his arm. Caption: It's cancer. Stage 3. Chemo starts Monday. Insurance sucks. I need help, Mara. Please. I was sitting on my couch with Scout's head in my lap, scrolling through supply chain reports when the notification lit up my phone. My thumb froze over the screen. For a split second I thought about deleting it unread. Instead I zoomed in on his face. He looked hollowed out, like someone had scooped out the cocky 21-year-old who used to steal my hoodies and call me short stack, while he towered over me. The man in the photo was 30, sick and scared. I didn't reply that night. I couldn't. I poured a glass of cheap red, sat on the balcony until the city lights blurred, and let the old memories crash over me like they still do sometimes. Back then, the house smelled like stale beer and Mom's menthol cigarettes. Dad lost his warehouse job right after my high school graduation. Instead of looking for work, he drank more, yelled more, blamed everyone else. Mom enabled it because it was easier than fighting. I worked 30 hours a week at a diner to help with rent and groceries. Theo worked construction part-time and spent most of his check on weed and new rims for his truck. When I told them I couldn't keep giving them money, that I needed to save for community college, Dad called me selfish. Mom said I was acting like I was better than us. The fight ended with them changing the locks while I was at work. Theo texted me one line. They said you'd be fine. You always are. I wasn't fine. I slept in my car for 3 weeks, showered at the Y, ate whatever was left in the break room fridge at the diner. I finished my associate's degree on scholarships and sheer spite. Moved up to logistics coordinator, then analyst, then director. Paid off every loan. Bought the condo. Adopted Scout. Built a life that didn't need anyone's permission. And Theo, he stayed. Posted pictures of family barbecues, Christmas trees, Mom's birthday cakes. Never tagged me. Never messaged. Never asked if I was alive. So when his hospital photo landed in my inbox, I felt a cocktail of rage, pity, and something sharper, curiosity. Why now? Why me? 3 days later I called him from my office after everyone else had left. Speaker on, recording running. I wasn't taking chances. He picked up on the first ring. Mara. Theo. A shaky breath. Thank God. I didn't think you'd answer. Don't thank me yet. I'm not saying yes to anything. I want the truth first. He gave it to me in pieces. Dad's overdosed 3 years ago. Accidental, they said, but everyone knew better. Mom's dementia diagnosis 2 years later. She's in a state facility now, doesn't always know who she is. Theo had been paying most of the bills, juggling 2 jobs, until the diagnosis hit. Stage 3 colorectal cancer. Chemo, radiation, surgery on the table. Out-of-pocket costs already north of $80,000 with more coming. Savings gone. Credit cards maxed. I know I don't deserve your help, he said. I stood there and let them do it. I was scared they'd kick me out too. I thought if I kept quiet I'd at least have a roof. You did have a roof, I said. I didn't. Silence stretched so long I thought the call dropped. I see your posts sometimes, he finally said. The condo. The dog. The new job title. You made it. You really made it. I'm proud of you, even if I don't have any right to be. Proud. That word stung worse than sorry ever could. I told him I'd think about it. Hung up. Over the next 10 days I talked it through with my therapist, with Lena, my ride or die since college, even with Scout during our late-night walks. The consensus was clear. Help if I wanted to, but only on my terms. No blank checks. No open-door policy. No pretending the past didn't happen. I wired $30,000. Enough to cover the first 3 months of treatment and rent while he was too sick to work. I set it up as direct payments to the hospital and landlord so he couldn't touch the principal. Then I laid out the rules in a single email. Medical/financial updates only. No nostalgia, no we're family guilt trips. No asking for more money. One-time thing. If you cross a boundary, the help stops and so does contact. This isn't forgiveness. It's mercy with a hard stop. He replied within minutes. Understood. Thank you, Mara. I mean it. Chemo kicked his ass. He sent sporadic updates. Day 4, can't keep anything down. Scan showed shrinkage, small win. Lost another 12 pounds. Mirror scares me. I answered the progress ones with short replies. Glad the scan's good. Keep going. No emojis. No warmth. Just acknowledgement. When the oncologist told him he was in remission, clear scans, no evidence of disease, Theo called instead of texting. Mara, I'm clear. They said it's gone. I was in the kitchen chopping vegetables for dinner. Scout sat at my feet hoping for scraps. That's good news, I said. Really good. A pause. I'm moving to a cheaper apartment next month. Got a job offer. Warehouse supervisor, starts in 6 weeks when I'm stronger. I'm not asking for anything else. I just wanted you to know I'm trying to fix my life. And I'm sorry. For all of it. I set the knife down. Felt the old ache flare, then settle. I hear the sorry, I told him. I accept it. But sorry doesn't make us siblings again. It makes us two people who survive the same shit differently. You get to live. I get to keep my peace. That's the deal. He exhaled like he'd been holding his breath for years. Fair. We don't talk much now. A text on birthdays. A photo of Scout in a Christmas sweater that he always replies to with a thumbs up and she's still the boss. He's dating someone new. Met her at a cancer survivor support group. They adopted a dog too. A shepherd mix named Duke. Sometimes I wonder if we'll ever be close. Probably not. The boy who taught me how to throw a football and shared his earbuds during thunderstorms is gone. The man who replaced him chose safety over loyalty. I chose myself over loyalty to people who hurt me. But he's alive. He's fighting. And part of that fight happened because I decided mercy didn't have to mean weakness. That's enough. For now, it's enough.